Is it inaudible, please? Audio, video is everything. Yeah. I already share to each and every student this drive access. Please scratch it once. Whether you received an email or not, please be scratch it once. Whether you received an email or not, please be scratch it once. And let it be come to know whether you received or not. Please be reply in the chat box, please. Reply in the chat box whether you received this drive access or not. All of you, please. So tomorrow onwards, the link, Nagdish, yeah. Shayak, Nagdish. So don't worry. By end of the session, I will give an access. Don't worry. By end of the session, I will give an access. Please share your registered email address by end. Okay, not for time. Fine. And tomorrow onwards, whatever the link is displayed in the student information file. If you open every day, getting into this drive, open the student information file. Whatever the link is displayed, join from tomorrow. Tomorrow, every day. You have to every day have to do this. Every day, open this drive, open student information file. Every day before joining, whatever the link here is, by using that link, you can join here from here. Fine, very good. Very good. Ready? Yeah, I will give an access ready. Ready. I will give an access by end. Okay, each and every student I will give an access by end. Okay. Anyhow, so what exactly we gonna be start for today? What we are gonna be start from today? Today we gonna be starts EC2 model. Today we are gonna be starts with what? EC2 model. It means compute model. So anyway, let us create a class notes. Let us create a class notes. So today we started with what? Multi-cloud. Today we started with what? Multi-cloud. In multi-cloud, AWS, Azure, we're gonna be discussing, please. In this multi-cloud, so we are gonna be learning compute model, networking model, storage model, Database model also. A database model also, please. But let us start with what? For today, compute model. Let us start with what? Compute model, guys, please. Yeah, IAM storage. I will be adding with what? IAM means what? Security, user management, group management, security, policies, everything. We're calling as what? All the modules this here. All last year. Fine. So today, we're gonna be starts with what? So this multi-cloud also, we're gonna be learning majorly focus on three areas. One is GUI, graphical user interface, command line interface, and file format. File format. In AWS, we are calling as a cloud formation. In Azure, we are calling as ARM. And for on top of all, we are working with what? Terraform, TF. So these four ways we are going to be learning this multi-cloud. That's what it is taking time. So not only graphically, we're going to be learning commandly, we're going to be learning file format, either CF, RF, RM, ARM, and TF, Terraform also. These many ways we are going to be learning multi-cloud. That's what it is taking time. Okay. So today we are going to be starts with what? Compute model. So compute is simply which we can able to understand with what? Servers. How we can able to handle servers. How we can able to handle AMIs, images, load balancers, types of load balancers, how to handle routing and monitoring. Okay, how to monitor servers. These are all things which we are going to be discussing here. How notification, how the cost, what are the types of instances, what are the types of servers we have. These are all things which we are going to be discussing in compute mode. But let us start with what in compute model, AWS. AWS EC2 service under this. And Azure compute. Okay, this is exactly our reason. Okay, so I hope it will be complete within a 2 weeks of time. We're gonna be spending for this model more than 2 weeks of time. More than 2 weeks of time. Sometime maybe let us say 3 weeks also. Maybe lesser, plus or minus, but we have to complete whatever we want to deliver. Okay. EC2 and compute. These two will be covered. Okay. But let us start with what AWS. Let us understand first AWS EC2. So let us start with what? EC2. First, let us focus on complete all things in EC2. Then we'll go for Azure computing also. This is what exactly result. So what is EC2, please? What is in exactly EC2? EC2 means what? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. So by using EC2, we can able to create infrastructure like computing, scalable computing capacity. We can able to create scalable computing capacity. So scalable computing capacity. A friend without paying any single rupee, we can able to get as much as virtual machine for deploying our application as fastest as. That is an advantage of our EC2. Clear. Clear all of you, please. Just think like EC2 just like your desktop. EC2 just like your basic computer, desktop computer. Think like your basic desktop computer, which are all the components we are using, which are all the components we are using in our desktop. The same components we are gonna be using our EC2 instances also. That naming conventions are different, but where you gonna be using same kind of resources, same kind of thing on. But your laptop is just for home purpose, like browsing, practicing DevOps, for dev environment. We're using for laptop, but server for what? Deploying our applications, placing our websites, and we can maintain those servers 24 hours, 365 days. Fine. But let us understand, let us compare with these two. In a laptop, we calling as an operating system. Here is what AMI. In a laptop CPU, here is we calling as instance type. In your basic computer, we calling a hard disk. Here is which you are calling as what? EBS. Here is which you calling as a network card. Here is a IP address. Here is a firewall. Here is a security group. Here is a RAM. Here is a RAM. Okay. So the naming conventions are different, but the same thing which we are gonna be using in our AC2 instances for creating a server. First, let it be write down. Which are all the steps we need to follow, guys, please. So for creating, first, if you want to create, you know very well each and every student come to know how we can able to create a AWS account. I think each and every student having AWS account or not, tell me. If anybody don't know, please let me know in the chat box. I think so. Each and every student have successfully created AWS account or not. If you are already created, very good. If it is not, please. Some students are new to this. Please make sure whether you are created or not. Please reply in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly or not, tell me, please. All of you is created or not? Yes or no? Yeah, what are the first step, please? We understood very clearly. What is AWS? We know very well. After understanding AWS, in AWS, we trying to create EC2 model. EC2. What is EC2? Elastic Cloud Compute. Elastic Cloud Compute. A flexible kind of computing power, if you can access over internet, is nothing but what? EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a n number of virtual machine as much as we needed. We can able to increase, we can able to decrease as at any point of time based on the customer load. So that is which you are calling as what? EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a server. Okay. But which are all the components we are using? Like RAM, CPU, motherboard. Which are all the steps we need to follow for creating a server in AWS? These are all the steps which you are following as, please. What are the first step, please? After successfully creating AWS account and login, please be choose EC2 instances, launch instance. instance name and count, and what are the operating system which we can able to go for it? Ubuntu. And what are the size? Please T2 micro. It has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. You need to create a PEM file, new PEM file, and default network. And please choose security group as SSH and HTTP. What is SSH, please? We can able to log in from Linux to Linux. What about HTTP case, please? We can access the web server from our internet. Choose the default root volume is nothing but a hard disk. By clicking on launch instance, we can able to create a server. Clear? Shall we repeat again the same steps, please? First, we need to create a AWS account and log in. Yeah, we have already done, but I don't want to repeat for today. Once if it is landing into this AWS account, once if it is landing into the AWS account, you will be landing into this page. Once if it is landing into this page, choose EC2. So once if it is landing into the EC2 dashboard, you can able to find a lot of things in left hand side. So, but click on launch instance. If you click on launch instance, and you will be landing into this page. By choosing these are all the configuration. By click on launch instance, you can able to create a server in AWS. First let it be come to know how many instances you want, as much as you can. But I recommend only one server at a time, please. I recommend to create only one server at a time. One server at a time, guys, please. What are the server name, guys, please? I want to make this server as what? Web server. Once if it is successfully chosen, instance count and name, then what next? Then choose an operating system. Which operating system, guys, please? Ubuntu. Yeah, you can able to go for with what exactly Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, whatever maybe we can able to choose it. But as of right now, I'm gonna be choosing Ubuntu. Please be choose Ubuntu Linux. Once if it is chosen Ubuntu Linux, then so please choose T2 micro. It has 1 core CPU. It has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. This T2 micro is 750 hours free per month, for every month. For every month, 750 hours free. By helping of these T2 micro, we can able to complete your AWS practice and DevOps practice also. But once if it is scroll down, we have to create any PEM file. If you are already created, you can able to choose one PEM file, we can able to assigning under the multiple instances. Or else if you are a first time, please be create a new PEM file. The PEM file name is anything else, please. Maybe I can able to create my PEM file name is my key. And what is the date for today? 04 July 25. And click on create a page. Once if it is successfully created, automatically the PEM file will be downloaded. Please be secure this PEM file somewhere else. If you're losing this PEM file, that means you're going to be losing a server. Please make sure about that. Once if it is scroll down, please choose SSH and HTTP. SSH means what? Secure shell. We can able to log in from one Linux machine to another Linux machine. HTTP means what? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. By using this, we can able to access our internet from anywhere in the world. And let us go for 8 GB, 8 GB of hard disk. If you choose an 8 GB of hard disk, yeah, then after choosing an 8 GB of default hard disk, click on launch instance, automatically we can able to create a server in AWS. Have you successfully created a server in AWS or not? Tell me. Yeah, once if it is successfully created, view all instances. Once if it is all instances, let us filter for it. Instance state is equal to running, only running instances only I want to see. Is my web server has successfully created exactly or not? Tell me. Where this instance is successfully created? In cloud, but not in a laptop. This server is successfully created in the cloud, not in a laptop. This server is successfully created in the cloud, not in your laptop. But the server is located where exactly? In US. The server, whatever we have created a server, we created in US, East. Maybe we can go for Mumbai also, Singapore also. Understood. Have you successfully created or not? Tell me. So what is the cloud compute, please? Is it a justification or not? Tell me. What is an exactly cloud compute, guys, please? If we can access the remote place resources over internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly? Cloud computing. So the server is located where exactly? In US. So am I controlling the server over internet from a laptop by using this web interface or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Is nothing but what? Cloud computing or not? But while creating the server, did I pay anything? Single rupee? Did I pay any single rupee? Nothing. I didn't pay anything, am I right? Without paying, can able to get a server over internet or not? Yes. Based on usage, we're gonna be pay rent. It's just like a car. Instead of buying a new car, I am gonna be book a Ola or Uber rental car. Based on usage, I'm gonna be paying. But are we gonna be paying any rent for this server? No. So because of the T2 micro is a free 750 hours free every month. That's what. So with the free of cost, we can able to practice. Clear. Sir, what is an exactly? Yeah, yeah. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what is a cloud computing. Cloud computing. But sir, how we can use it? How we can use it then? The server is located in US, but not in a laptop. But you are in Hyderabad in front of a laptop. But so if you want to work with the server, we need to getting into the server only. Then only we can. We have to logging into that. How we can log in a laptop the same way, we should log in into the server. We can getting into the server, then only we can install the software. So I want to getting into the server. I want to make the server as a web server. I how to use AWS server. How? What are the first step which we need to do, please? What are the first step which we need to do, please? First, we need to install Git. Sir, why Git? So, whatever we created instance, it is a Ubuntu instance, Ubuntu server. It is a purely Linux, but your laptop is Windows. Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows, Linux to Windows, Windows to Linux. Directly, we can't able to log in. Directly, we can't able to log in. No. But what is the solution for that? We need to install a third-party tool for getting a Linux terminal in your laptop. So for getting Linux terminal in your laptop, so we need to install Git for Windows. Git for Windows, please. Please type it Git for Windows, very firstly. Please we choose this very firstly. Once if it is done, you're gonna be downloading .exe file. Once if it is successfully downloaded, yeah, we can use putty also. Double click on it, let it be install Git. Is it to say yes to continue or not? Yeah, please click on yes. Continue to install. Click on next, 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 next. All are next. Don't be change any options. Please wait. Let it be completing of this installation process. And let it be finished. Once if it is finished, automatically, if you write it, yeah, rightly, you can able to open Git bash here. By using this Git bash, you can able to log in as well. So we have successfully installed Git. Once if it is successfully installed Git, after successfully install Git on your laptop, then open Git bash where PEM file is downloaded and copy the SSH connection and paste it. Okay, shall we try to do the steps? Select the server, which server you want, click on connect, copy this SSH connection. So please be open where exactly the PEM file is downloaded. So you have download PEM file or not, tell me. If this PEM file is downloaded or not, tell me. Please be open the particular folder where the PEM file is located. Please be right click on behind. Right click on behind and click on open Git bash. Please paste your SSH connection. That's it. You will be landing under the cloud server. Once if it is getting into the cloud server, we can make it as anything. We can make it as anything. But by default, whenever you are getting into the server, you need to do it. The first thing is dollar is nothing but a default user. We need to switch it to the root user. Hash is nothing but a root user. By helping of root user, we can able to execute, we can able to do anything. So, but by default, any new server, we need to execute this command apt-get update. So what are the first step we need to do? Please switch it to the root user. Make sure apt get update. So once if it is an apt get update, by executing this command, by executing this command, we can install Apache to website. So once if it is installed, please, whether this Apache 2 is running or not, we need to cross check once. Sorry, we need to use service command, am I right? Is it? Is it running or not? Tell me. That means we can access this web server over internet also. The copy the public IP, paste your 8, sorry, not required. Yeah, just to be pasted and you can access this web server over internet. Clear? No, no, we should use ready. We should use ready. We should use public IP only. By using this public IP, we can access this web server anywhere in the world. So what I have did, the same thing, you can also access from your laptop. Try to access. Try to click on it, try to access. Clear? So I want to add some lines of code. I want to add some change. So by using this command, I can able to do it. So in this location, where www html index.html. If we execute this, we can add anything. Maybe this is my index file. Okay, something. And control plus C. So let us try to do this. Let us try to do this. Please enter the text, any text, whatever you want. And let us refresh this page once. Can able to say this is my index file and or not? Tell me. Is it which you are adding? Can able to say the same thing in your laptop? whatever this, by using this link, if you're accessing the same page, is reflecting, can you able to access the same thing or not? Tell me. Clear? Any questions, please, up to this point? Can you ask me in the chat box, please, all of you? Any questions? So what we have did, what we have done, please, up to this point, we created a server. We getting into the server. We are making as a web server. We can change some configurations and we are accessing. Good. Got it. We have done a lot of activity, but it is very simple, but it is not complex. It's okay. But point is, the point is, the point is, I want hundreds of web servers. What in it? What I need to do? It's okay. If it is one server, it's okay. How many servers we created here? How many servers we have created here? Only one web server, am I right? Only one web server, am I right? But if you want hundreds of web servers, if you want hundreds of web servers, what you need to do? You want to repeat again the same process, manual process. Again and again and again and again, 100 times you need to repeat again and again, not required. So only first time we need to follow this. Second time onwards, not required. We can able to duplicate. We can able to duplicate the servers also. We can calling as a clone also. That we are calling here is resource building also. But how exactly we can able to do this? By helping of AMI. What is AMI here? Amazon Mission Image. Let us understand here. Please let us draw one more diagram. Let us understand this, how it works. So we have to create a main web server first. Just to be assume it is a main web server or my web server, whatever. My web server. From my web server, we creating a AMI. This is also let us name it call my AMI. From AMI, we can create n number of duplications. So web server 01, 02, 03. We can able to create n number of service, guys, please. Okay. It is just like a Xerox machine. Okay. We have it original mark list. Original mark list. If we keep in the top, just type 100 copies. How exactly Xerox will come out the same way here. That is an exactly which you're calling as what? Here the concept name called Amazon Mission Image. By helping of Amazon Mission Image, we can able to create n number of service. And another way we can call is a backup and restore also. For example, let's say we have created a backup. Okay. If we delete this, we can able to restore back or no. So we have one of the production server or a database server. It is working fine. But fortunately, it is gone. What we need to do? We have to create a AMI. From AMI, we can able to restore back original format. That which calling as the concept called backup and restore also. Clear? Any questions on top of this concept? Clear? Any questions up to this point? Is it clear? So we have an AMI. Is there any AMI here? Oh, one of the image is there that, but I don't want it. Let it be. Let it be delete an existing AMI. Deregistered. It is an existing AMI. I don't want it. Freshly, I want to create in front of. I want to create a fresh AMI and I will implement. Okay. Shall we implement by tomorrow session? Shall we implement this AMI concept? Okay, I'll show you. I'll create a freshly one more time instance. On top of it, I'm going to be creating AMI. From AMI, how to create n number of virtual machines, n number of the same type of web service, how we can able to create, we're going to be understanding. Okay, that is an exactly class for tomorrow. Okay, but as of right now, it is not required. Let it be delete this web server. Tomorrow, I'll recreate one more. That's it. That is an exactly class for today. But guys, please make sure about it. Tomorrow onwards, we are all people are joining from new meeting link. Okay, I think so. Each and every student having this recording session. Overall, you should access this. If you don't have drive access, please share your registered email address. I will try to give an access. Nothing. Today is the first class, Sandeep Reddy. Today is the first class. Okay. Please. Okay. So who don't have this drive access, please share your registered email address one more time in the chat box. I will try to give an access. And once if we get an access by tomorrow session, every day, open student information file. Whatever the meeting link here, please be joined from here. This meeting link is expiring by today. I will update by tonight. I will update by tonight, guys, please, not for right now. So whatever the link, whatever the meeting link, whatever the passcode, please be joined from here. Okay. So if any problem, any struggle to join tomorrow's session, please call this number whenever tomorrow, if you are facing an issue tomorrow while you joining. So please call this at the time, this number, get a help and join tomorrow also. Fine. Yeah, that's it, guys, please, for today's session. So we'll be continuing. So please share your registered email addresses who don't have drive access. So please wait, who don't have drive access, please wait. Rest of the people can leave.